name is Noah Abiodun. I am a community health practitioner and an online tutor. I have been working on a video which is to show you how to mount the non-pneumatic anti-shock garment. This is a garment which is used to transfer patients who are having postpartum hemorrhage. And postpartum hemorrhage is bleeding after delivery. This condition has killed many people, and presently the government is doing everything possible to see how they can avert maternal mortality as a result of postpartum hemorrhage. We community health practitioners, we are the lowest level of care. We are the first point of contact for people who have these conditions. When we receive deliveries at the health facilities, most times we don't have the necessary equipment, and even if the equipment are there, we don't even have people who know how to use this equipment, and so they are there in a redundant manner, nobody to use them. So at the end of the day, you still have patients dying of postpartum hemorrhage. Now I have the anti-shock garment here, and I'm going to introduce it to you. Now this is the non-pneumatic anti-shock garment. It is a garment that can be used by only trained health practitioners. There are lots of community health practitioners who have been trained on how to use this garment. Those who have been trained, they have been trained on how to mount it, how to fold it like this, the way it is. As you can see, it is properly folded by a professional, and it cannot lose out. They have been trained on how to fold it. They have been trained on how to mount it on a patient who is suffering from postpartum hemorrhage, which is an emergency case that needs to be referred from the primary health setting to a secondary care level. Now, there are those who have been trained as well on how to wash this garment. So, what community health practitioners do is that each facility is supposed to have one of these, and there's a trained personnel who will be able to take this garment and mount it on a patient who is suffering from postpartum hemorrhage. And once this garment has been mounted on that patient, the patient will be referred. At the point of referral, the health worker in charge of the facility, who should go along with the patient to the next level of care, will receive another garment from the highest level of care. And as he's coming back, leaving the patient behind, he's leaving his own anti-shock garment with the facility and collecting another garment, replacing this one back to his own facility. So that is the method by which the government has adopted, and it is a good method, and it has saved a lot of lives. Most women have survived as a result of the use of the non-pneumatic anti-shock garment. Now, the next video you are going to see is going to tell us, you are going to see a practical display of how to mount this non-pneumatic anti-shock garment. Don't forget to like my page. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, N.A.S.G Celebrity. That is the channel where these health informations will be passed on to you. Like us, subscribe to our channel. Now you are going to see the next video, how to mount the non-pneumatic anti-shock garment. Thank you very much. This garment is called anti-shock garment. The primary reason why it is used for women who have postpartum hemorrhage. I hope you people know the meaning of postpartum hemorrhage. Yes. What is postpartum hemorrhage? Now, a woman can give birth to a child, and after she has given birth to the child, she starts to bleed. Now, this garment was designed so that blood can be. Purpose of using anti-shock garment is for emergency cases, and that emergency case is postpartum hemorrhage, bleeding after delivery. When a woman delivers a baby and all of a sudden she's bleeding, and you are at the facility at the lower level where you cannot handle her condition, then the best thing is, if you have this garment, you can easily transfer her. Through the two-way referral system, you must have a standby vehicle before you put on this garment. Now, the essence, how this garment works is that two people will have to stay by the side and dress and put on this garment simultaneously at the same time. If you watch at the garment at the side, you see number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 6. Now, these numbers tells you the way you tie the garments at the patient's body. As you tie the garment, it is expected that blood will be pushed from the lower extremities down to above the abdomen. Is that okay? Yes. Most time, women that bleed during the after delivery, the cause of their bleeding could either be from the uterus, or it could be from the tear around the vaginal area, or it could be within that area, within that axis where they deliver. So, if you push most of the blood from the lower extremity to the chest and above, she will not bleed again. Do you understand? And as she is not bleeding, you will have time to move her from your facility down to the next facility where she will get help. So this garment is meant for people at low level care. And once you are at the low level care where you can get this garment, then if you have this garment, you will save a lot of life, because blood is life. And in your facility, you may not be able to transfuse a patient. And for you to even go through those rigorous process, the best thing is lay hand on this garment, know how to use it, and you will be able to refer the patient in time and save the patient's life, so that the patient eventually gets to the hospital, and whatever they are going to do, if it is surgical, anything they are going to do for the patient, they will do it, and they will sustain the patient's life. This garment is called anti-shock garment. We are set for the demonstration, the practical demonstration of the use of anti-shock garment. We have a volunteer who is already lying on the anti-shock garment, and we are going to use her to display the live demonstration of how to use this anti-shock garment. This garment is meant for people at the low level of care. And as community health practitioners, we are always at the low level of care. So we are going to be having cases that require the use of this garment. So right now, you see at the point of 1, at point 1, the two people that are going to tie, they are going to tie it simultaneously. So right now you can start. Simultaneous tying of point 1. You pick the first lead, pull it very tight and close it. Yes, that is point 1. So after that, you come to point 2. You tie it simultaneously, the same way you tied point 1. Pick it together at the same time. Yes. Good. That is point 2. Now remember, there is a knee. There's a knee cap here. And this knee cap, you must create space for it, so that when you tie point 3, the knee should be able to bend. So you must create space for the knee. So you can tie point 3 now. Pull it inward. Yes. Good. 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 That is point 3. Yes, tie it very well. Then you have to check the knee to make sure that the knee can bend. Put your right hand under the knee and raise this knee up and bend the leg. Yes, 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 yes. Check it to make sure it can bend very well. Then return it back. Simultaneously, Yes, that is good. That is good. Then you tie 4. You are going to pass 4 to your opponent while she presses on your first lead. Yes. Good. That is how to tie number 4. Then number 5 is a bulb. You can see number 5 here. There is a bulb here which is meant to push the abdomen down. It is meant to compress on this area of the abdomen so that if there is any bleeding around here, it will apply pressure on it, and eventually the bleeding will stop. So you can bring 5 now. Yes. Now you can see how it bulges out. This 5 now bulges out. Then you bring 6 from your end. Yes. Pull it hard, then lock it on top. Now this is a practical demonstration of how to use the anti-shock garment. So what you see here is the patient lying down, well tied up, ready to be referred to the facility where she will get the best of care that she needs. This garment is so far is produced in the foreign land. We don't have it manufactured here in Nigeria, so the government is producing it for health facilities. So this is the garment that can help people who have postpartum hemorrhage, which is bleeding after delivery. And when a woman is bleeding after delivery, with this garment you can save the life of the woman. What it does is that it will disallow blood to accumulate or concentrate within the lower region of the body, and all the available blood system in the body will be from this area down to the top, and the brain will be supplied with blood, and the body system will be supplied with blood. Eventually the patient will be safe until the patient gets to a better facility where the patient will be taken care of. So this is how to tie the anti-shock garment.